Hello friends and welcome to Technical Shorts with LJ. In this video, we will analyze the natural gas markets for the week commencing 12th of June. Before we do that, we'll just recap what did we see last week and how did the price action behave. So last week we actually created or we put this pattern on the charts which is a ascending triangle, and we said that the price is moving between the rising trend line and the horizontal resistance. So it is forming ascending triangle. So as we saw last time, the price was Friday price was around roughly 2.17, and then we were bullish, and the price is moving in our direction. So that's looking nice and good. Also, we mentioned about this zone, which is this 2.38 zone, and which is forming a neckline for this head and shoulder. So this is A to B is a left shoulder, and then we have a head, and then we have another. We did mention in last video that we will be forming another right shoulder from here, and as you see, we have already formed the right shoulder here. Now some might argue because the neckline is already broken, but so this is also a bullish confluence, I would say. Now if you see, the price is rejected from this 2.38 level, and it's yeah, it's rejected from this 2.38 level. Now for me, this 2.33 level to 2.4 level is a level of supply. So we have a lot of selling pressure in that level. Unless we take out 2.4 and sustain healthily above 2.4, we cannot say the natural gas markets are strongly in a bullish trend. So it is bullish at the moment, but it is not strongly bullish. So for it to become strongly bullish, we have to sustain about 2.4. That's for sure. So that is one observation. Now let me just draw this trend line here. So we can see a symmetrical triangle also forming here. So this is a high, this is a lower high. So it's a downtrend from this particular point 4, and it is meeting at this rising trend line. So it is forming a symmetrical triangle. So the price will get squeezed in here. Eventually, some point it might reject to this downtrend and then bounce off from this green, and then eventually it will break out or break down. But the chances or the price breaking out in the higher direction or in the up move is, the probability is more than breaking down on the lower side. So that is also we can see on you know see a symmetrical getting triangle getting formed. So let's go and have a look at the hourly charts now. So this is daily. I mean, we discussed pretty much on in the last week's video about this Elliott waves, and we discussed about the different fib levels. And if you missed it, you can always go and watch the last week's video. But the price is moving as per our expectations. So yeah, for this week I have introduced this symmetrical triangle, and again, as I said, I am pretty much bullish on this, and we want this to sustain about 2.4 to be in a strong bullish mode. So let's go to hourly and see what the hourly charts are indicating. So on the hourly, so there are a couple of things I can see on the hourly. So if you look at on the hourly, so let me draw this trend here first, which is clearly visible, and you can see this trend is broken as well, and then we have a rejection also at the top. So here, so if you see clearly, this is a it's a rising wedge, which is supposed to be a bearish pattern. And along with the rising wedge, if you can see, the price was making higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and then at one point it actually got rejected from this 2.38, and then from that point, if after the rejection it is making a lower high, lower low, a lower high, lower low, so it is actually making a rejection or a downward channel, a small downward channel, I would say, and which actually fits in with this rising wedge theory. So on a short frame, we could see, we are seeing a rejection, which we also saw on the daily time frame. So till where this price can go, let's see. So I'm just trying to find the height of the wedge or the depth of the wedge, and if you put it here, roughly around 2.19. So I would say, 2.175 to 2.2, you can see the price, coming in that zone. So I would not say it's a bearish sign. I would say rather of a retracement. But the opening on Sunday evening will be very critical. If we open flat, the possibility of this getting retraced to 2.17 is high, and then once it retraces there, eventually it will find a lot of demand there, and then the price will push up or about 2.2, and then it will go from there to back to 2.3 and so on and so forth. So this is what we are seeing on the hourly chart. So you can clearly see, it's a rising wedge. The wedge has been broken down. Not only the wedge has been broken down, you can see the wedge has been retested properly as well. So even the retest is complete, and then it's going in a down downward direction. Now let's try and see what the FIP says here. So let me take the Fibonacci and the swing low, swing high. So FIB, we are perfectly at the 61.8 level. So this could very well be the reversal, because 61.8 is always the PRZ. So as we said couple of minutes back, the opening is very important. If we gap up and if we open, say, above this level, which is roughly around breaking this lower high, so which is around 2.32, then there are chances that we will head in the higher direction, or it will go up in towards 2.4. Again, 2.4 is a major level. We need to conquer 2.4 to be in a strong bullish mode. So opening will be, again, as I said, opening is very important. If we open flat, there is a probability that we can retrace to 2.17, 2.2 levels, and then the buyers will push it up back to about 2.2 and then 2.3 level. If we gap up upon about 2.33, then again we will move towards 2.4. So that's the hourly view. Now going back to the daily. So going back to the daily. Yeah. So as you can see, the price rejected from 2.38, and well, I'm expecting it to find support some point between 2.17 to 2.2, again based on how we open on Sunday. So yeah, so I mean, this is pretty much the summary of what could be happening in the week commencing 12th of June. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next one.